Hey, my name is Devin Rance. This is my self-video project. Now, this picture right here that I have as kind of an introductory slide is a picture of the scenery that you can find in Appalachia if you've ever been there. I'm originally from Roanoke, and it's in Southwest Virginia if you don't know what that is. And this is a pretty nice sunset. It's like maybe in the summertime. But anyway, to introduce myself in depth, I'm a biology and plastics major, and I have a very keen interest in plant pathology. I've been really interested in that subject for a really long time now. It's kind of my bread and butter, I guess. But yeah, so in terms of my public speaking experience, I would say, a very minor amount of public speaking experience. I've given speeches and led discussions in clubs before as a club leader. In Botany Club, I've had a set of presentations to kind of like lead club discussions, and I've given speeches in SGA as part of SGA leadership. I've also given presentations in front of classes that I've been in, but also in settings like Research and Creativity Day, where I presented two posters from two projects I worked on, as kind of like it wasn't in front of a group of people, but rather just people who passed by and asked questions about the poster. I've also given a speech in high school. That was the only speech I've ever given in my life where I've had to give it in front of a ton of people, um, and actually speak. And that was very nerve-wracking. I would say I'm not a great public speaker, and that's part of the reason I'm excited to learn how to better myself in terms of how I speak in front of people like that. So my experience with CRISPR, I've mainly read about it. I've unfortunately have never used it before. I would love to use it and at least learn how to use it. But for right now, I've only read about it, and that's more or less it. I've read about it in terms of how it's used in agriculture nowadays, which is pretty interesting. So, my summer. So, I've had a bit of an odyssey of a summer. I started my summer by working at an internship at Bartlett, and that lasted until midsummer. That job was mainly just climbing trees and picking up brush and learning about how to take care of trees in a scientific manner. Besides that, I've worked at the Census Bureau since about midsummer. It's been a very fun job and very um, demanding job, as well as the Bartlett internship. Other than that, I've taught myself how to fish. That was interesting. I've managed to catch quite a bit of catfish this summer. I've read a ton, and back home, I have like a miniature blueberry farm, more or less, so I managed to get a lot of my bushes to maturity finally, and I got about 30 pounds of blueberries after 3 years of getting them there. So it was a very successful year in terms of that. Plenty of blueberry jam, I can tell you that. Yeah, so to kind of conclude this presentation, um, what I'm looking to get out of this class. So I'm looking to get a better understanding of how CRISPR works and how to actually use it. I'm also interested in learning about how contemporary scientists are actually using the technology nowadays, by reading about it. And I'm looking to improve my public speaking skills. I'm always open to critiques about how I'm talking. I know for a fact I use the word a lot, if you may have noticed that, so you might want to comment on that. And also, I'd like to improve my presentation skills and stay a little bit more on topic and kind of give a more direct presentation, because I don't really think sometimes I keep it on topic. And how I made this video was mainly through PowerPoint. So I made this PowerPoint slideshow, and I tinkered around with the slides and found this recording setting, and that's how I'm making this video now. And last but not least, my works cited. So all the pictures in here have been cited right through here. Thank you for listening to my video, and hopefully it turns out pretty well. Look forward to seeing all your guys' videos as well. Thank you, and look forward to seeing them.